The revolution from Fox Sports News is almost here, but the secrecy of this immense production has pushed many fans to want it now. To get the stories live, on site, from Fox's 40 local announcer teams, with exclusive nightly reports from over 1,200 games, starting November 1st.
You can't go
The revolution in sports news.
Hey! I work for Fox on Sundays! Come on! What's going on in there?
More Sonics, Mariners, and Ducks news. Fox Sports News on Fox Sports Northwest. We are there.
Pardon me. Good morning.
Randy Johnson likes it at Eagle so much, he's spending more and more of his time here.
Night, Mr. Johnson. See you tomorrow.
Eagle Hardware and Garden. More of everything.
2 outs for the Texas Rangers here in the top of the 9th inning. That'll bring up Darrell Hamilton. Everybody on their feet right now, and listen to the crowd. You can feel the magic. You can see the magic. Here's the windup. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner to Alex. It's short. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Mariners sweep the Texas Rangers. Mariners win it 7-6 over the Texas Rangers. They have won 8 in a row. And right now, the Mariners are just two games back up Texas in the American League West. Holy smoke, what a ball game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Niehaus, the voice of the Mariners, and we'd like to relive some of those memorable games and exciting plays of which you were a part in 1996.
That's right, Dave. Hi, everybody. I'm Rick Rizzs. Dave and I had a chance to call some exciting play-by-play action throughout the year and describe the personal achievements of the 1996 Seattle Mariners. It was a roller coaster ride for Lou Pennell and his ball club that had to overcome a lot of adversity, but it was highlighted by some Gold Glove defensive play, incredible numbers by Junior and the rest of the lineup, and a record-breaking season by a 21-year-old shortstop, Alex Rodriguez, who won a batting title for his efforts, the 3rd youngest in American League history.
When the season began, advertising signs and commercials told you, you gotta love these guys. When the season was over, there's no doubt you did. So join us now, and let's look back at those and some of the other magic moments of 1996.
You gotta love these guys. You gotta love these guys. You gotta love these guys.
Opening day 1996 began the same way 1995 ended, with you fans deeply in love with your Mariners. March 31st. Ah, yes, you fans crammed the Kingdome to see the first Major League game of 1996. But first, the Mariners raised their first division flag in history.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we now direct your attention to the area high on the center field wall. For the first time in the 19-year history of the Seattle Mariners, we raise the American League West Championship banner. Looks awful pretty, doesn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your 1995 American League West champion, Seattle Mariners.
Quite an emotional moment for you fans, and certainly for me. After covering this ball club for 20 years, it was very gratifying to see success realized and to know that the foundation of this ball club was on a very solid footing for the future. Opening night, the first game of the season, Randy Johnson on the mound, striking out batter after batter, 14 in all. Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner, Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate, and the unbelievable climax of an extra inning game highlighted by the histrionics of the Mariners' phenomenal new young starting shortstop, Alex Rodriguez.
Here's the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive in the gap in right center. Drops in, a base hit. Here comes the winning run. Strange from third. Alex Rodriguez wins the ball game. 3-2 here in the bottom of inning number 12. Holy smoke. What a way to start the 1996 season. Alex Rodriguez with a line shot base hit into the gap in right center field. It's over. The Mariners win it 3-2.
Alex had a season for the ages. His .358 batting average was the highest for a 21-year-old in Major League history. A-Rod's 36 home runs and 123 RBIs put him in elite company, and his 3 grand slams tied for the Major League lead.
And a high fly ball belted to left. Niehaus to the track. Get out the line. Right out. It's a grand salami. Alex Rodriguez with his first grand slam home run of his career. And the Mariners lead it 6-0.
He's a great kid. I mean, he goes out there and works hard. Doesn't think he knows everything about the game. Always talking to people, trying to get information about this game and trying to get the pitchers and what they throw. He said it makes it easier hitting in front of me. My dad said the same thing.
But he makes all the plays. But this was what was impressive. 10-5 game, 9th inning, and look at where Alex Rodriguez is. He is sprinting down the line. That's what you get from a 21-year-old who is hungry, and he knows that he has a chance to be an MVP and carries himself so well.
Well hit, center field. Brumfield back on the ball. Goodbye, baseball. Off the facing of the restaurant and straight away center field.
Oh boy. Way back. Man, he's good.
There were a lot of incredible games with wild and wacky finishes during the 1996 season. In April, Alex and the Mariners had a rematch with the Angels. California, out to avenge their terrible playoff loss in '95, had Seattle down 9-1 in the early going. But lightning struck again in the Kingdome, and the Mariners came roaring back one more time.
And nobody down here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Eichhorn's delivery on the way to Russell. Swung on, and a fly ball hit into the gap in left center field, and that may score 3 if it doesn't bounce off the fence, and it doesn't. It's going to score 3, and the Mariners, the relay to the plate is not in time. The Mariners have tied it at 10-10. My, oh my, a bases loaded, clearing double by Russ Davis. First pitch, would you believe it? And the 0-1 on the way by Norman, and a fastball swung on, lined into right field for a base hit. Here comes JT around third. The throw to the plate, it is going to be in time, and Marzano hangs on to the ball. My, oh my, what a throw by Buhner. Unbelievable. They had snow by 5 feet. All John Marzano had to do was hold on to the baseball, and he did standing up, and we are still tied at 10. What a game. Well, this place is turning into a house of horrors for California. The stretch and the 0-1 pitch on the way to Jay Buhner now. Swung on, ground ball, base hit center field. So here comes Amaral Jr. to third base. The Mariners lead it 11-10. Would you believe it? The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball, hit wide at third. Picked off by Davis. The throw to first, and the Mariners have done it. They have come from a 9-1 deficit to knock off the California Angels 11-10. Indeed, the most improbable win in their history. My, oh my, what a game tonight.
The 1996 Mariner lineup was stacked from top to bottom with some of the most awesome power hitters the game has ever seen. The ball club set Major League records for total bases, extra base hits, and they hit an amazing 11 Grand Slam home runs. Edgar Martinez once again was Mr. Double. He became only the 5th player in Major League history to collect 50 or more doubles in back-to-back seasons. Jay Buhner, a career year both in the field and at the plate. And if it hadn't been for a September rainstorm in Cleveland, Ken Griffey Jr. would have hit 50 home runs.
1-0 pitch to Ken Griffey Jr. now. Swung on and belted deep to right, just looking up his O'Neill, and that will fly away.
Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a well-hit ball. Deep to right field by Griffey. Going, goodbye, baseball.
1-2 pitch to Jr. now. Swung on and belted deep to right, and that is the 6th time that a Mariner has hit 3 home runs in a game, and what a night for Ken Griffey Jr. My, oh my!
In just 140 games, Ken Griffey Jr. set new single-season club records with 49 home runs and 140 RBIs. He passed Alvin Davis to become the Mariners' career leader in hits. His most memorable hit came on May the 21st at Fenway Park in Boston.
Well hit ball to right field, and there it goes. Ken Griffey Jr.'s 200th home run in the big leagues. His first home run back on April the 10th, 1989 in Seattle against Eric King of the White Sox. Number 100 in a game against Kansas City. And there it is, career home run number 200. And what a smile by Ken Griffey Jr.
I mean, it's almost like you forget about Junior because you take him for granted. And I think people have gotten so used to accepting and taking for granted what Junior does. It's almost like, well, he's supposed to do that.
Junior's bat and the Mariners' offense kept the fans in the Dome rocking all season long. But on May the 2nd, the Dome rocked back.
Junior digging for 2. The throw to second base, not in time. Head first slide for Junior. And he has struck out 5, and we've got this place shaking all over the place right now here at the Kingdom. Man, it feels like we might be having an earthquake here. Everybody getting up, and this place is shaking back and forth. We're going to get out of here.
Later in the month, Edgar Martinez got the joint jumping again with an incredible shot to the seats in left.
Now Edgar belts the ball deep to left field, and that will fly away into the second deck in left field. My, oh my, what a shot by Edgar. I don't know how many guys have been up there.
Despite a painful rib injury that lingered for a third of the season, Edgar Martinez turned in another solid performance. He hit .327, drove in 103 runs, and belted 26 home runs.
Left down on him, and that fastball is belted deep to left field, and that will fly away. And Edgar hits a tee shot to center field.
Well hit, left center field, back on the ball, Rusty Greer, and this one is gone. He just did it. Edgar Martinez, goodbye baseball, his 3rd home run in this ball game.
The Mariners hit over 340 doubles in 1996, and once again, Edgar Martinez led the early charge. Before the rib injury, Edgar was on pace to break Earl Webb's record of 67 doubles in a season.
Tall right-hander, the pitch on the way, swinging a line drive, base hit into the gap in left center field, and it gets on by Tom Goodwin. All the way to the fence, Edgar in at second with his 3rd double of the ball game.
Teammate Alex Rodriguez picked up where Edgar left off and ended up leading the league with an amazing 54 doubles.
Jeff Cirillo. So A-Rod is on his way to second base with still another double.
My, oh my, you Mariner fans had a lot to cheer about in the Kingdom this year. Not only when the Mariners had a bat in their hand at home plate, but defense. Highlighted by the glue at shortstop, Alex Rodriguez, the Mariners turned 47 more double plays than they did the year before. As sure as Christmas comes December the 25th, Ken Griffey Jr. wins a Gold Glove. Yeah, his 7th in a row this year. And his best friend, Jay Buhner, realized a lifelong dream. He won one too.
Sylvania to second base. He'll make the turn there. He's got a chance to make it to third. The throw from right field by Buhner is in time. He got it! What a throw by Jay Buhner!
Fly ball into shallow right center field. Long run. Ken Griffey Jr. dives, and he makes an outstanding catch. Here's the stretch. Runner goes. Pitch on the way is high for a ball. Throw to second by Wilson, and it is in time. Hot shot. Backhanded deep and short A-Rod. Long throw. Oh, they get Ripken. Ground ball up the middle. Joey backhands, wheels and throws. What a play.
The pitch is a strike. Throw through the second base by Wilson. Right on the money, and see you later.
Think this is going to end the game. Over there, Alex Rodriguez backhands the ball and falls down, rolls over, holds the baseball, and the ball game is over. The 2-1 pitch on the way to Albert Bell, and the curve swung on, and a high fly ball belted deep to left field, and Junior to the track, to the wall, makes the leap over the wall, and brings it back in. My, oh my, Junior takes a home run away from Albert Bell. He had it all the way, but another spectacular catch by Junior.
Wide of the mound. Davis can't get to it. Charging Joey Cora. Flips the ball out of his glove.
Right to Serrano. He comes to the plate for the second out. Throw back to first. A double play. My, oh my.
To Hopper. Joey Cora to his right. Hands it off to Rodriguez. His throw to first base is in time for the out. Buhner back on the ball and leaps up. He makes the catch. He knocks the padded wall down. Jay Buhner makes an outstanding grab.
Breaking ball, double play ball hit to A-Rod. He goes to Joey. His throw dug out by Sorrento.
Ball diving stop at third. Davis toss across. They got him. High fly ball deep into center field. Griffey going back to the warning track near the wall. Leaps up. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Holy smoke! He robs Arias of a 3-run home run.
Lou Piniella was named the American League's Manager of the Year in 1995 for getting the Mariners to postseason play for the very first time. But if you ask Lou, 1996 taxed his efforts even more. Injuries to star players like Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr., Chris Bosio, Alex Rodriguez, and Edgar Martinez forced Lou to patch together a starting rotation and lineup to compete in the American League West. Now, when the going got tough, key players like Bob Wells and Rich Amaral stepped forward and put up career numbers to carry the load.
Bob Wells. What a game this afternoon for the Mariners. The wind on the pitch on the way. Swinging a shot on the ground to the first baseman. Serrano's got it. Goes to the bag, and the ball game is over. Bob Wells with a 4-hit shutout over the California Angels.
Bob Wells was forced to become a starter in early June when Randy Johnson went down with a back injury. The former middle reliever won all 5 of his starts that month.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rex Hudler goes down swinging 2 away.
Bob Wells was named the Pitcher of the Year by the Seattle baseball writers. Ken Griffey Jr. got off to a great start in 1996 with 23 homers and 60 RBIs in his first 66 games. But for the second straight year, his torrid pace was interrupted by injury.
Junior hurt himself. Junior hurt his hand, and walking right back toward the Mariner dugout, that right hand.
Rich Amaral played solid center field for 19 games while Junior was injured.
Well hit, right field, back on the ball, Jay Buhner and Rich Amaral, and Amaral makes the catch up against the fence.
Rich played all 3 outfield positions without an error. He had a career-high 25 stolen bases and batted .311 while filling in for Junior. For his efforts, Rich was named the unsung hero by the local chapter of the Baseball Writers of America.
By the left-hander, and the pitch on the way to Amaral, swung on and lined into left center field for a base hit. So here's Wilson. Here's Soho with the lead. The Mariners lead at 5-4. My, oh my! First pitch to Rich Amaral, and he comes through in the pinch.
Mariners fans saw some incredible comeback victories in June. On the 4th, Seattle was down by 4 runs with the Indians' ace closer, Jose Mesa, on the mound.
Alex, a bunt down the third baseline, picked up by Mesa. He's thrown it third down the left field line. So that's going to allow Strange to score. Down to third, Bragg down to second. Alex Rodriguez. My, oh my. Joey, a line drive, base hit to right field. So here comes Junior to give the Mariners another run, and Edgar will move up 90 feet. So the Mariners have a 4-run 9th inning. It's a ground ball to Alex Rodriguez. He has it, and he will throw him out, and the ball game is over. An incredible ball game here in Cleveland tonight.
Lou's crew then took their Mariners magic to Minneapolis, where they got a warm welcome from the fans in the Dome away from home.
And Andy sends a line drive in the left field for a new Seattle Mariner club record. 24 hits in a game, and it's going to score 2. And the Mariners lead it 18-7.
4 days later in their dome, the Mariners pulled off another amazing comeback.
1-2 pitch to Dan Wilson on the way, swinging a line drive into the gap in left center field, over to try and cut it, and can't do it as Mutah. Junior's going to score to tie it. Wilson to second base, and we are even at 6-6. My, oh my! The 3-1 pitch to Brian Hunter on the way, and here it is, swung on and belted deep to left center field. It will fly away, and the Mariners win it 8-6. My, oh my! Brian Hunter left no doubt about it as he hit it way out of here.
Dan Wilson solidified his reputation as one of the Major League's top receivers. He set a Mariners club record with 83 RBIs as a catcher and doubled his home run production with 18.
And the stretch. The 1-2 pitch to Dan on the way. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and the mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami time. My, oh my. Dan the man with his 5th home run has broken this one open with a grand slam home run.
Dan was behind the plate on July the 24th when the Brewers came to town. The Mariners were down by 3 in the 9th, but once again rallied for another comeback.
Gene goes out, the left fielder Bond comes in. Bond is there to make the catch. Here comes A right down the line. He's going to try to score, and he is safe. We are tied. Unbelievable. Alex Rodriguez sliding to the inside of the plate, a routine shallow pop-up. And I didn't think there was any way in the world they're going to try and score it. 2-2 pitch to Dan Wilson on the way now. Swinging a fly ball to left field shallow, and Vaughn's not going to get to it. Junior's going to score. The Mariners win it 8-7. I don't believe it. My, oh my, what a comeback tonight. Dan Wilson, a 4-hit night. Unbelievable.
Dan Wilson was at the top of his game, and he was named to the All-Star squad for the first time in his career. 20-year-old phenom shortstop Alex Rodriguez also made the team, along with outfielder Jay Buhner, who finally realized one of his lifelong goals. Designated hitter Edgar Martinez was recognized for the third time in the last 5 years, and for the 7th consecutive year, Ken Griffey Jr. was selected by the fans. A record 5 Mariners in all at the Midsummer Classic.
The pitch to Joy, swung on and hit into right center. However, on his horse is Malavay, and he can't get to it. It's on one hop right off the bottom of the scoreboard, and Cora's going to have a triple, leading off the 7th inning. Head for a slide, there was no throw over there, and Cora pounds his hands together.
Fan favorite Joey Cora once again proved to be a spark plug at the top of the lineup. Joey had a great year in the field with the glove. His solid play at second base shored up the defense. After the All-Star break, Joey put together an 18-game hitting streak that helped him hit .339 for the month of July.
Next offer, swinging a line drive, base hit, right field, all the way to the fence. Joey heading for second, up with the ball. Troy O'Leary, the throw in, not in time. Joey in head first with a leadoff double. Man, did he turn on that pitch.
Several Seattle pitchers contributed in July to win 16 games, a club record. Sterling Hitchcock was 4-1 and went on to be the Mariners' most durable pitcher. He won 13 games and led the club in games started and innings pitched.
Swing and a miss and a fastball. Strike 3 call. He got him looking.
Here comes the wind and the 3-2 pitch on the way to Cecil Fielder now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a breaking ball.
Bob Walcott used just 80 pitches to fire a 5-hit, 5-1 complete game win at Oakland on July the 15th. Rafael Carmona was used in middle relief 52 times by skipper Lou Piniella in 1996. And Mike Jackson was rock solid in the bullpen all season long. The veteran right-hander appeared in 73 games and led the team with a 3.63 earned run average in his return engagement with Seattle.
Pitch on the way to Albert Bell. Swing and a miss. He struck him out again on a high fastball.
At the end of July, the Mariners, alias the Seattle Rainiers, were in Milwaukee. The ball club found the old uniforms to their liking. Seattle tied a major league record when Junior, Alex, and Jay all homered twice in a 9-3 win. They became just the 9th club in history with 3 players to hit 2 home runs in a game.
Home runs in a game was a decade ago, and this may be 7. Junior belts it, and that will fly away. Ken Griffey Jr. makes it 7 home runs on the night.
The bond established in 1995 between the Mariners and their fans was even stronger in 1996. In and around the Kingdom, various promotions involving the fans got the fans even closer to the heroes. Away from the Dome, various Mariner players were involved in charities and fundraisers, and players like Ken Griffey Jr. continued to take an active role enriching the lives of some children, some very lucky children in the Northwest. Junior has been hosting children with life-threatening illnesses through the Make-A-Wish Foundation for several years. He enjoys taking the kids to batting practice and into the dugout to meet the guys. Junior also sends 200 children from the Kids Center to every Mariner Saturday home game. For the past 4 seasons, Jay Buhner and Randy Johnson have hosted the Seattle Mariners Celebrity Golf Tournament to benefit cystic fibrosis. Last year, the tournament, held at the Bear Creek Country Club, was another huge success, raising over $150,000. Randy has also been very supportive of Child Haven, a Seattle-based organization which supports children who suffer from abuse and neglect. Through the Major League Players Association, Randy donated $10,000. Alex Rodriguez was certainly an MVP for King County Elementary Schools when he announced his Grand Slam for Kids program.
Closer to everybody, that way I feel like I'm a part of you guys. I want to see by show of hands how many people here like to read. Okay, that's pretty much unanimous. That's pretty good, huh? The principals like that. Let's see here. Who has read more than 3 books this year? You got some liars in here, boy.
Each year, Alex will visit schools and encourage the kids to work hard in reading, math, fitness, and citizenship. One of the first things Mariners catcher Dan Wilson did when he arrived in Seattle was to get involved, very involved. Dan and his wife Annie are on the board of directors for First Place School for Homeless Children. Dan also spends time at schools around the state talking about staying in school and staying drug-free.
Kids are always so energetic and enthusiastic, and you know, kids are what keeps baseball alive. And you know, it's nice to come out here and share a little bit with them and give them a good message.
Second baseman Joey Cora held his first annual benefit dance in 1996. He's been active raising money for children who are affected by AIDS. Joey also hosts kids at Tacoma Rainiers games to encourage them to stay in school.
Once again, the fans had a wild time at the ballpark by shaving their heads, dragging out their old clothes, and bad dancing any chance that they could. June the 29th marked Macarena World Record Day at the Kingdome, and 37,556 fans turned out to dance the day away. The Mariners Moose and friends gave a quick lesson in the third inning, and then in the fifth, the fans took over, showing the world what the Macarena is really all about. The third annual Buhner Buzzcut Night once again invited fans to go bold, just like their hero Jay Buhner. People started lining up at noon for the 7 o'clock game, and 27 professional hairstylists shaved 3,362 new baldies. Jay came out as usual to help buzz a few, and inside the dome, he didn't disappoint his throng of bald fans in right field.
Now the wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way to Buhner. Swung on and belted deep to left center field. Now let it go, you Buhner fans. Fly away.
Jay Buhner had a career year in 1996. He belted 44 home runs and knocked in 138 runs. Bone launched home runs in 5 straight games back in May and watched career number 200 sail out of Tiger Stadium in August.
And there you go. Swung on and a high fly ball belted. That's out of here. Is it in the upper deck or on the roof? It's in the upper deck. Congratulations to Jay Buhner. He has just joined the 200 club.
The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit into the gap in right center field. Here comes Joey. Here comes Alex. Here comes Edgar running third. He's going to score. The throw-in is cut off by McLemore. 3-score and a 3-run double by Jay Buhner into the gap in right center field. Continue to take care of business. Pitch on the way. Swinging a drive deep to left field. We have liftoff. Goodbye, baseball. Upper deck in left field.
September the 1st, over 50,000 fans turned back the clock for 70s night. A genuine 1977 AMC Pacer was given to one lucky fan, and thousands dressed for the occasion in disco clothes, love beads, and worn-out wigs. Junior got into the act with his own due before the game with Davy Johnson's Baltimore Orioles. Now, later that night, Alex Rodriguez was involved in one of the more humorous moments of the season. After having his Griffey model bat confiscated as he came to bat in the 5th inning, A-Rod grabbed another and gave the fans what they came to see.
Here comes the Wells 2-2 pitch on the way to Alex Rodriguez now. Swung on and a high fly ball into deep left center field. Going back Anderson. Brady to the track. He's to the wall. Flag. Fly away. Alex Rodriguez has done it one more time. Unbelievable. My, oh my.
For manager Lou Piniella, 1996 was filled with adversity. By mid-season, only one of the original 5 starters was still in the rotation. Key injuries had knocked several position players out of the lineup. But through all that, the Mariners still had a chance to win the American League West Division title. General Manager Woody Woodward went to work to fill in some of the holes. Veterans Dave Hollins and Mark Whitten joined the team in August, adding defensive stability and some pop to an already powerful lineup. The rotation was solidified by crafty veteran left-handed pitchers Jamie Moyer and Terry Mulholland. Southpaw Jamie Moyer was a key factor in the Mariners' late-season drive. He went 6-2 in 11 starts for the Mariners, giving him a combined record of 13-3 for the season. Terry Mulholland, the veteran left-hander from Philadelphia, was also a key part of Seattle's success. Mulholland posted a 5-4 record for the Mariners. Switch-hitting Dave Hollins gave Seattle a steady presence at third base and drove in 25 runs in just 28 games. Hollins finished the year with a total of 16 home runs and 78 RBIs. And hard-hitting Mark Whitten's first at-bat for Seattle was an indication of things to come. The switch hitter belted 12 home runs and drove in 33 runs in just 40 games, for the Mariners.
Mark belts a ball to deep right field. How about that for a Mariner debut? Fly away. And we are even at 4-4.
August was a month that Alex Rodriguez will never forget. He crushed opposing pitchers for a Major League best .435 average with 9 home runs and 28 RBIs. A-Rod earned Player of the Month honors for the first time in his young career.
High fly ball belted to deep left center field, and Alex has hit it out. His 27th home run. I'd say he'll add a point or two. He's 3 for 5 tonight.
Paul Sorrento drove in 33 runs with the bases loaded this past season, including 3 grand salamis. His 2 prodigious shots into the upper deck at Yankee Stadium helped win a 13-12 extra inning slugfest.
And that's belted, maybe upper deck, way back and upper deck.
Well hit to right field. Back she goes. Going. Goodbye, baseball. Second upper deck home run by Paul Sorrento in this ball game. Mariners now lead the Yankees 13-10. Sorrento's second home run, second time in the upper tank. His 20th home run of the year.
A week later, the Donnybrook continued back in Seattle. Mariners fans packed the Kingdome to watch a rematch of the Division Series of October 1995.
Cut off by the second baseman, Duncan. Griffey's in at second base with a one-out double.
Pavlis is set. Here comes the pitch on the way to Jay Buhner now. On a swing and a ground ball back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Here comes Junior on third, ball bobble by Williams. Junior's going to score. The Mariners lead it 2-1. And everybody is up here to see if Charlton can end this thriller. 2-1 Mariners. 1-2 pitch to Ruben Rivera. Swing and a miss, and it's over. Great job by Charlton. He gets Tino Martinez and strikes out Rivera.
It was a different hero every night.
On the top of the 6th inning, Rich Amaral leads off the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball, deep left field. Going. Goodbye, baseball. Rich Amaral with a leadoff home run here in the bottom of the 6th. And for Rich, his first home run of the season. There he goes, pitch on the way. And it's a ball, no throw down to second base. I mean, Rich Amaral had such a huge jump on Graham Lloyd that catcher Joe Girardi, who has a strong arm, didn't have a chance to throw out Rich Amaral. Lloyd to look back at second. There goes Amaral. Pitch on the way is low. A ball throw to third. Not in time. Rich Amaral with another stolen base. That's the way to get back.
Is it ever? The pitch to Duncan. Ground ball. This is going to be the end of it. A 2-hopper to Alex, and he throws to first. And the Mariners are off on a great start on this homestand. And again, they beat the New York Yankees, and the Mariners are 8-3 against New York this year. Unbelievable.
Yankee blood was boiling by the final game of this series. New York right fielder Paul O'Neill wasn't happy with an inside pitch from Tim Davis and exchanged words with Mariners catcher John Marzano.
Marzano and O'Neill will get in it. Here come both benches. O'Neill and Marzano underneath the pile. Man, both benches emptied, and here come the bullpens.
Alex Rodriguez poured some more salt in the wound with a 3-run shot to the seats and right.
Both benches empty. Fly ball deep right center field by Alex Rodriguez. Goodbye, baseball. Holy smoke.
On the next night against the Orioles, Brian Hunter walked to load the bases, and Mark Whitten took center stage for another dramatic moment at the Kingdome.
Mark already with the fan club here in Seattle. Now just a base hit can win the ball game. We've got the winning run in scoring position as well. Swing and a fly ball deep in right field. Bobby Ball going back. Grand slam, home run. Mariners win it. Goodbye, baseball. Mark Whitten with a grand slam home run here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Mariners come back and beat the Orioles in Game 1 of this 4-game series.
In long-distance races, sometimes runners hit the wall. You've heard the term. The Mariners hit their wall during the first 2 weeks of September. They were 9 games back of the Texas Rangers with 19 games to play. There was a club meeting. a gut check time, and they got their second win. In 9 days, they picked up 8 games on the Texas Rangers and were 1 game back. The magic was back at the Kingdome, and they and their fans again simply refused to lose. The 1996 Mariners began their late-season charge toward the playoffs in Kansas City.
Looking at the tying run for an out, and this pitch is tattooed to deep center field. Good one to the track, the wall, fly away! Mark Whitten.
In Game 1 at Minnesota, Jr. and Dan Wilson started a home run barrage, and Mark Whitten finished it.
See you later, folks. Holy cow, look at this one go. Upper deck off the, holy cow, off the white part.
The Mariners picked up another game on Texas. In the road trip finale, Salomon Torres turned in a masterpiece, twirling a 2-hit shutout, striking out 9. Junior watched as Jay Buhner's 40th home run of the season made them just the 7th pair of teammates in American League history to each hit 40 home runs. The Mariners returned home to the Kingdome, needing a 4-game sweep of the Rangers. Edgar Martinez collected his 50th double and drove in a run to give the Mariners a 6-0 lead. While the Seattle Sluggers continued to batter Texas pitching, Mariners starter Jamie Moyer was throwing 8 innings of 4-hit shutout ball.
Everybody on their feet making some noise. Jamie Moyer shakes off one sign and he likes the next. Hamilton a lead. He goes 3-2 to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Holy smoke. Jamie Moyer strikes out Juan Gonzalez.
Terry went 6 1/3 strong innings in Game 2 to keep the Rangers sluggers off balance.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Terry Mulholland striking out Will Clark.
As the Rangers pitchers continued to struggle, Seattle mounted another comeback.
Here's the set and the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball right side and through. A base hit the right field. Here comes Buhner. Here comes Whitten. Whitten will score. Throw to third. And safe at third is Paul Sorrento. A 2-run single by Dave Hollins. And the Mariners lead Texas by a score of 3-2.
A second win versus Texas had moved Lou's crew within 4 games of the American League West lead. Seattle's 3rd straight southpaw starter shut down the Rangers early with a little help from A-Rod and Joey in the field.
On the ground out to Joey at second. Back to Alex. The throw to Sorrento in time for the double play.
Once again, Jay Buhner gave the Mariners a lead they would not relinquish.
Fly ball well hit to left center field. There she goes. Gone. Goodbye, baseball. A 3-run home run by Jay Buhner. A career-high 41st home run as the Mariners take a 3-2 lead over the Texas Rangers. Holy smoke, Jay Buhner coming through in the clutch.
Junior kept the guys loose in the dugout before Game 4 and then went out and did his thing.
Line drive, base hit, right field. Here comes Hollins. Here comes Joey. The throw to the plate. Joey scores, standing up a 2-run single by Ken Griffey Jr.
And there were 50,000 people there in the Kingdom. The other team, they were intimidated. To be honest with you, a lot of guys from the other teams, they were coming to me and saying, "Man, this is unbelievable. I can't believe you guys can play here. All that noise and all that stuff." So they were pretty much intimidated. So they play a big role on us winning. No doubt about that.
But the crowd won't let go. Here's the windup. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner to Alex at short. Makes the catch and the ball game is over. The Mariners sweep the Texas Rangers. Mariners win it 7-6.
On September the 20th, the Mariners celebrated Fan Appreciation Night against the Oakland A's. Seattle had won 8 in a row, tying a club record. Paul Sorrento gave the Mariners the early lead.
Alex Rodriguez, here comes Edgar. The throw to the plate cut off. Edgar will score to third. Jay Buhner safe at third. 2-run single by Paul Sorrento to erupt this opening night crowd, and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead. Well hit ball deep to right field by little Joey Cora. Goodbye, baseball. Holy smoke. You bet the magic is back. Joey Cora with a home run to straightaway right field. The Mariners take a 3-0 lead on Joey's 5th home run of the season.
Fans had to run for cover the next night in the Dome as the Mariners launched a record number of long balls.
Rodriguez deep to left field. Very deep to left field and gone to left field.
Eddie Murray's grand slam tonight. We know that at least hit one.
Griffey Jr. trying to go back again. It's gone. The 2 for 5 hitters. How about back to back? Into the second deck. His 22nd. It is 6-0 Seattle.
It was a fantastic finish with the Mariners club record 10 straight victories in 1996. There is truly a love affair with baseball in Seattle, with a great young team on the field, an experienced manager, and a new stadium on the horizon. It's easy to see why you gotta love these guys. For the players, the management, and the staff, I'm Dave Niehaus. Thank you so much for your support during this record-breaking season, and I'll see you at the Dome in 1997.
You gotta love these guys.
You gotta love these fans.
You gotta love these fans.
Strike! You gotta love these guys.
Alex Rodriguez with a line shot base hit into the gap in right center field. It's over. The Mariners win it 3-2.
My energy, yeah. Embrace the sound and follow me. You can't resist my melody. So take a chance and then you'll see. People are equal in unity. Feel my energy. Na na na. Feel my energy. Na 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 na. My energy. Na na na. Feel my energy. My energy, yeah. I've come here to let you
The
know.
throw to the plate, it is going to be in time. My, oh my, what a throw by Mueller.
I set you free. People were equal in unity. Feel my energy.
You gotta love these fans.
Feel my energy.
My dad just hit a home run. You gotta love these guys.
My energy. My energy, yeah. Feel my energy. Na na na. Feel my energy.
Backhanded deep in short A-Rod. Long throw. Oh, they get ripped it.
Feel my energy. My energy, yeah.
Edgar Martinez, goodbye baseball, his 3rd home run of this ball game. Well hit ball to right field, and there it goes. Ken Griffey Jr.'s 200th home run in the big leagues.
You gotta love these guys.
Swung on and Milton. Get out the line, Brad, and the master travel. It is grand salami time. My, oh my. Dan the man.
You gotta love these fans.
Feel my energy. Na 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 na. My energy. Na na
He'll make the turn there. He's got a chance to make it to third.
You gotta love these guys.
The throw from right field by Buhner is in time.
You gotta love these guys.
Swung on and Nelson. Deep to left center field. It will fly away. And everybody is up here to see if Charlton can end this thriller. 1-2 pitch to Ruben Rivera. Swing and a miss, and it's over.
You gotta love these guys.
Here comes A right down the line. He's going to try to score, and he is safe. We are tied. Unbelievable.
Diving try Walcott. He stops it. The throw to Serrano. And he gets David Howard.
You gotta love these fans.
Swung on and Nelson. Deep to left center field. Now let it go, you Buhner fans. Fly away.
You gotta love these fans.
Well hit to right field. Back she goes. Going. Goodbye, baseball. Well hit ball deep to right field. Bobby Bonilla going back to the track. This one is gone. The third grand slam home run by Paul Sorrento this season.
You gotta love these guys.
You gotta love these fans.
Swung on and hit deep to left field, and that's going to fly away. Alex, you are unbelievable. He's done it one more time.
You gotta love these fans. You gotta love these fans.
You gotta love these guys.
Swinging a fly ball deep to right field. Bobby Ball going back. Grand slam home run. Mark Witt with a grand slam home run here in the bottom of the ninth inning. And the Mariners come back. Fly ball well hit to left center field. There she goes. Gone. Goodbye, baseball. Holy smoke, Jay Buhner coming through in the clutch.
You gotta love these guys.
You gotta love these fans.